Hey, what's up everyone? Now, this video, I'm going to show you how you can take a website that you developed in Google AI Studio and actually publish it on your web hosting. Now, this took some time for me to learn what needed to be done, and I thought, might as well put it in a video. I'm not a developer by any means, but this vibe coding has allowed me to build out some fairly robust sites. And really the hiccup has been, how do I take it from, as you see here, Google AI Studio, and get it to a live site? So these are what you're going to need. You're going to need, obviously, Google AI Studio, where you build up the site. I'd recommend that you use GitHub. It's free. Sign up for it, and you can connect your Google AI Studio to GitHub. So once you've done that, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be passing the files over to GitHub. Then we're going to download it and use Terminal. Now, I'm on a Mac, so you'd have to use, I think it's like command prompt or something. The commands will be the same on a PC, but if you're using a Mac, this will make a lot more sense to you as we go through this. All right, so here's what we got to do. Let's just assume the site is good to go, and we're ready to do it, and we've got it all connected. I'm not going to go through how to connect it to GitHub. You could watch another video on that. Just Google how to do that. So we're going to go to Share, and we're going to move over here to GitHub. And it's going to come up and it's going to tell us if there's anything that needs to commit. Okay, so that's what it means to do, is when there's things that you need to stage and commit, it's passing any of the changes from this over to GitHub. So we're going to go here, we're going to say stage and commit, and it's going to sync all those changes over to the account, just like that. Perfect. Now, you may have done this and you say, hey, there's other ways to do it. Great. I think there's multiple ways to do something, but this I found is a really good flow. So I'm going to go into GitHub here. Now, how GitHub works, just to give you an idea, because this is probably a very basic type of video and you've probably not done much of this before, or any of it, is you create repositories. And a repository is just like a folder. Just think of it like Google, like a Google Drive or Dropbox. And when it commits the files, it actually passes it over here. So here's the website that we're working on. We're going to click on that, and there's all the files that it passed over, right? They're right here. Don't get caught up in what you're seeing here. This is the only thing you're going to need to look for is the code button. You're going to go here, and we're going to download that zip. And now we're going to unzip it on our computer. And I'm just going to pull it over here, just from the other screen. So here are the files that are in here. Now you may say, okay, can I just upload this now to my web host, because it looks like there's index files in here? That's what I thought, and that's where I went wrong, and it took me down a rabbit hole to figure out how do I actually do this. So what we need to do is we need to use Terminal, because we need to convert this into files that will actually work on the web host. So I'm just going to go back a step here on this one. Let's move this down here. I'm going to go grab Terminal. And if you don't know how to get to Terminal, what we're going to do is we can either, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go Command space, and it brings up search. So we're going to look for Terminal on our computer. And it's that little black box that's here. All right. So hopefully you can see that. Now, these are the commands that you're going to need to do. We're going to go CD, that's change directory. And we want to have the terminal go into the directory where those files were there. So here's the downloads. That's the one that just came in. This is really cool because you can just drag the folder over here and it actually changes that. All right. So we're going to go just like that. All right. Next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to do a command that's called npm install. Now, when I hit enter, there's going to be some stuff happening on the screen, just the whole like wizardry of tech that happens there. So it does a bunch of stuff. It installs the things that need to happen in the background. Now, I think that there is, check the comments below with this video on YouTube, because after this, I'm going to look this up, but I think I might have needed to install something on the computer to make this work. But just check the video down below. It's a free thing. You just go to the website. I'll put the link there to make it work for you. All right. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to do npm run build. That's all you need to do. npm run build. Enter. Now it's going to go and it's going to do some stuff. It's going to build for production. Right? Awesome. Now, the only thing you're going to notice different, I'm going to move this out of the way. We come back to this folder. In here, there is now a dist folder. This is where you put the files on your computer. Sorry, not on your computer, on your web host. So we're going to go up to our web host. We're using SiteGround for this client, and we're going to go into File Manager. And it doesn't matter where you put it. If you put it in your main root, it's going to overwrite your site. In this case, we just made a v2 for this client site here, and then we're going to see these are the files. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete the 2 that are already in there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 here, and I'm just going to drag them from here over top. Now, if you went, now you're going to notice there's a htaccess file here that you don't see in those folders that are there. This is something that needs to be on the site for it to work. If you didn't have that there, it's not going to work, okay? So what you can do is you can go back to your Google Studio and say, hey, what should my htaccess file be on there? So in order to do that, all I did was I went new file, put .htaccess, it has to be a .htaccess, and then I went to edit it, and basically this is what it gave me to put in there, all right? So we're gonna save that. Now, if you are overwriting something that's there, no matter what hosting you're on, you should go and clear the cache. This was another thing that I ran into because I put the files on there and I'm like, why is this not working? Or I made changes and put new files, and again, it didn't have the new updates. So I'm gonna come back to my cPanel, control panel of your web host, and you're gonna look for something. In SiteGround, there's one called speed, so we're gonna go to caching. And we're going to come down here. And I already got the caching turned off on the V2, but we're going to go to the dynamic cache and we're going to flush it, right? Just going to flush it right out. And now I should, fingers crossed, be able to go to this. And now the site will load just like it did in Google Studio as a fully live functioning website. So again, if you have any questions, this is how I made it work. You may know a better way to do that. Leave a comment and questions in below. If there's anything that's different while I go to publish this, I'll put it in the comments below the video. So thank you very much for watching this, and hopefully this helps you in your development journey.